Oh yeah, just making up a panel to cover the electric window mechanism and everything else that's inside the door. That's just a cardboard template, and because of the thickness of everything, it has to be spaced off the electric window mechanism that far. So I've got to build up between there and there, and all the way along here up to there, and then this will be attached down on top of it. And that's where the window comes out of, and there's a small amount of clearance for the bolts to miss down there, but that's basically it. And then coming out of a hole there's a cable come out of there, and there's going to be a handle here. There's a mechanical handle to open the door, but that will be made out of aluminium sheet, so I think it'll be stiffer and it'll allow me to bend that corner, and because it's aluminium it won't be so thick. And then this will be covered with a vinyl type cover with, I don't know, I haven't decided on the design yet, to put a bit of trim on. Right, got the cover off, the cardboard cover, and this is all this lash up to make this corner fold. But the idea is that as it comes down, it kinks it in, makes that corner miss there, travel down parallel, and then swing the corner out at the bottom. And that allows this window to come right down to here. And it just sort of sticks out about, I don't know, about that much. I couldn't manage to get that last bit because of the curvature of the door, and that's hitting there, so I couldn't do anything about it. But if you didn't do that, that corner would be, I don't know, now it's hitting on there now. I can't do this one-handed. It's impossible. Yeah, there. If that was like that, that corner, it wouldn't go down much further than, I don't know, about there. And that would be it. So that much glass will be poking out up here. But by tweaking that in, you can get more glass in. Like that. Righto. Clamp that bit of wood flush there with a spacer, and that allows me to put that bit of metal in there and bend it over on a line that I've already drawn, and I can work that along and then bang it down. But it won't do it any further now because I've curved it the other way. But I could bend that flange along, lining it up to a line that I've drawn on this side, knowing it's going to match up, and that's what I did. Now the idea of these curves, so that this, I can put this on and create a flange and attach it to the door. I've already done this one, and I've got to cut a piece out for the hinge. But that's basically it. That's packing it up higher so that the panel will fit flush on the top there and not hit the window. Right, after a bit of bending and swearing and cursing, I've tweaked this piece to fit now, and I've put a couple of screws in here just to hold it in position. And just to hold that in position, which has come away, there, I've bent that piece of aluminium around, clamped it with a little clamp, that pinched that together, and I'm going to put a plate across here, a little piece on the inside, and put a couple of little rivets in there to hold that together. I may go around and tack these up with a TIG later on just to keep them in position. but I'm not going to worry about it. I think it'll be okay. Time it's all covered in vinyl trimming, you won't see any of that. So and it'll all be trimmed right over there and back up in underneath, and that piece will stay on the car. And then I'm going to put rivet nuts in here. There's a place there I can put one, here somewhere, just misses this, and then the panel on the outside will go on, and you put rivet nut, a bolt down through, and that'll be it. Now I've got to put this little piece, make a little piece for there. Right, made this little piece, same way, just sort of bent it round, bent these little tabs out, and I've made a one piece to go in here, and now I've just got to rivet that piece to this piece so it's not all falling about. Just put the cardboard template on just to see how it fits, and that's basically where it's going to go. I think that little tab there needs bending down a bit, but and extend the cardboard there. I've already stuck one little piece in just to sort of extend it, but that's basically how that's going to fit on. That's got to be, that there has to be fastened to that piece, so so it won't be flapping around. But that's the basic idea, is that now I've extended this piece out further onto that piece. This will all be covered in vinyl, and so will that, and then this will screw onto the top with some rivet nuts down through. I've just got a notch out there where the hinge comes out through, but then that will go there, 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 and along here a couple of places. And that's about it. And up here I've got to put a strip of aluminium to take some threads so that I can screw a piece of this stuff here. This is the bristle sort of edging that goes either side where the window comes out, in and out of. So that'll be kind of the next bit. When I've done that, I'll add that little bit onto this video. Okay, I've now made an aluminium cover, and so now I've finished the flange off all the way around, and I've put these rivet nuts in, and that was a piece of cake. And that fits on there like so. That'll be covered with a vinyl cover at some point. Make a covering to put on it, a padded cover with some sewn in diagonals on it or something like that. But for the minute that'll be there, and I've got to put a handle on there. I've got to weld a piece underneath to attach the handle onto the strut inside, so that it won't be just moving in and out. But that's basically it. And these screws line up, and how I worked out where these holes were once I put this plate on, I shall just show you now. Okay, now the camera's focused. To find out where that hole is, when you put the lid on, you wouldn't know where it was. So what I've done is I put this on with a ballpoint pen hinge and put a piece of metal there to space it the right height, the same thickness, and just tape it in position. Right, and then with a pen, get an adult to puncture the hole for you like that, just like Blue Peter. Okay, so you got a hole. So now you can hinge that out of the way, put your lid on, get your lid lined up in the right place, flap that back over and mark the hole. And it was within 1/10 of a millimetre of accuracy, as long as you do it pretty accurate anyway in the first place. But that worked very well. So that's what I'd done. Once I put them on, like, I knew exactly where the holes were, flap the hinges over, mark the holes, take the lid off, drilled the holes. I've opened them up a little bit more, and I could had to elongate them slightly, but I like them. I cheat because I can use these and they go up in, you know, I can go 4.7, and if that's a bit, I can go 4.8, and if that's no good, I can get that one back in. I can go 4.9. So I've got a set of drill bits that go up in very small increments, or you go imperial from metric, or just open them out with a file. But I sneak them out with a drill bit just to make them a little bit bigger, until I was happy with the fit of the drills and it, or the holes, and then the screws fit in quite nicely. So that's about it. I had a bit of trouble with here and that mechanism. And this piece here, where it pivots out, it's ever so tight. But I've got it to fit now. So that's working. So I've managed to squeeze that lot of old junk inside the door. What a stupid idea.